So I say, if you're going to rebuild the Liberal Party, start by being true to these values that Menzies talked about, and actually be true to encouraging people to be a member of the party where they'll be listened to, they'll be engaged, they'll have a say, the politicians will be prepared to listen to what they're saying. And the politicians will then reflect the values of the party. I mean, we've got a situation right now where you've got Peter Dutton, who's taken a principled stand against the Voice as it's been put up, where across Australia, you've got people like the Premier of Tasmania who's going to advocate yes.
The only Liberal Premier left in the nation.
Yeah. And like that, you got the New South Wales Liberal opposition who are going to advocate yes. Well, I can tell you now, the people who used to be members of the Liberal Party, the LNP, would be very cranky about that. Those that are left, I don't know. But I can tell you now, my all in Queensland is that the LNP rank and file would be totally with Peter Dutton on this. And yet David Christoforlli, as of today, has not been able to make a call on the whole thing. What? So they're not listening to their own rank and file. Why would people be a member of the party?
This forgotten people group, they don't have the political power, as Menzies said. They're too busy running their businesses, I suppose. That middle class, are they as big as they were in 2022? Is it too small? Is this why the Liberal Party is no longer representing them, because they can't get the number? They don't have the numbers?
Oh, I think it's a huge group.
The quiet Australians? Is there an overlap? Is that the same phenomenon as the forgotten people?
Well, Damian, I think one of the biggest, most profound changes, since he said that, has been the idea of a multicultural Australia, or the change in demographics. So that is a big change. There was stuff in the backwash from the recent by-election in Melbourne suggesting that the Liberal Party had lost the Chinese community. Well, just think about the Chinese. My take on the Chinese that have come to live in this country is that they're highly entrepreneurial.
Yes.
They have very firm family values and respect for elders. They love business generally. And the idea that they'd support the Labor Party should have people going, well, why would that be? Now, it might have been because of the stuff that went on with the Morrison government versus the PRC Communist Party,
but not. I would say a lot of Chinese in Australia are from Hong Kong or Taiwan. They're not friends of the Communist Party.
Well, exactly.
And the ones who've left mainland
but this is what I'm saying.
Aren't friends of the Communist Party.
But this is what I'm saying. So, if the Liberal Party stood up proudly and said, we're for small business, we're for private enterprise, we're for your individual effort being rewarded, if we are for family values, we are, that group should be a natural supporter of the Liberal Party across the nation, and indeed so should the Indian community as well.
Yeah.
By the way, I was quite proud of this. I was Indian of the Year 3 or 4 years here in Queensland. During my political career.
Cultural appropriation.
The peak Indian body, ethnic body here, saw fit to give me that honour, and I suppose in my time as mayor and premier, I engaged all the time with them. But these are. I mean, people who migrate are people that get up and go. I mean, any migrant has made a big choice to go, I'm going to leave this country, the place I was born, I grew up in, and come to this country. They're usually pro-business. They're pro-private enterprise, and they should be the people that the Liberal Party support.
Yeah.